10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Welcome everyone to Uncover. My name is Sophie.
And my name is Femke, and welcome to the second episode called My Soul. Today we'll be uncovering some surprising stories of some two brave people. Young Kevin DeWitt is here to tell us more about his judgments on his appearance, and Lois is here to tell about her depression. Of course, we also have our performance Lunar.
We tend to judge people based on their looks real quick. We make assumptions about people without knowing anything about them. We tested this by letting two students label people on their appearance. Let's take a look at Power of Perception.
Shall I make a choice?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with... Fuck, it's gone. My name's Rosie. I'm 19.
Hi, I'm Hannes. I'm 23 years old. Hi.
Hi, I'm Rosie. Nice to meet you. Have you ever been to any LGBTQ event?
No.
Because that you never went to an LGBT place, event, I'm gonna give you straight.
Thank you. So if you see someone that you like, what do you do?
Nothing.
Actually, I give you asexual.
I think I'm gonna go with straight. Do you feel like confident to go up to the person, or
Yes.
are you waiting for them to like come
I'm
to you?
very confident in myself.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Non-binary.
Gay and gender fluid.
I study makeup
Mhm.
in Amsterdam. I do pole dancing as a
jeez.
hobby.
Damn, girl! Do we have a pole in here?
I'll give you the gay one.
Thank you. I'm gonna go with. Fuck, it's gone. Damn.
You can solve already.
Okay, I'm gonna take straight back because I think that she is straight. I think, yeah, I think because yeah, I think she's. Would you like to draw the most?
Animals.
Animals.
Yeah.
So when you go to Halloween, do you dress up as an animal?
I dressed up as a bunny last year. Not a sexy bunny.
Transgender female.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with non-binary and asexual.
Do you often approach people if you like them?
Well, not really, because I'm kind of happy with myself, so I don't really need another person to make me happy.
I'm gonna give you the label of bisexual. Or?
Hihi, bisexual.
Thanks. I love your socks, and they match your earrings. It's really cool. Really, you know, based on that, it's already actually enough to make an appearance for me. I'm just gonna go straight away and say that you're gay.
Could everybody raise their hand who has a wrong label?
Well, I'm really bad at judging people.
Can everybody get the right label?
It feels sort of weird to force a label on someone.
Yeah, everybody makes judgments when you first meet people, but to actually then say it to their face what you're thinking they are, that's when you're like kind of confronted with your own thoughts.
How did it feel for you to get like labeled by a stranger?
Well, it happens all the time. As gay people or transgender people, you get judged all the time in a negative way. So it kind of felt a little bit funny to get judged by someone in a safe room, I think.
This morning, I was thinking, oh, I have to go there as a non-binary. How should I present myself? If I want to wear a skirt, I can wear a skirt and still be non-binary.
Yeah.
If I want to wear pants and shave my head, I can still be non-binary.
Our first guest is Jan Kevin de Wit. He's 24 years old, he's a guy, and he likes to dress feminine. He's here with us to talk about his experience of being judged. Jan Kevin, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
We just looked at the power of perception.
Yes.
Are you being judged yourself?
Yes, of course. Like I would lie if I would tell that I wouldn't be judged, but I think also, like you see in the video, everyone is always being judged.
Yeah. And how are you feeling is there a misjudgment about you?
Yeah, well, that's just what I want to say. I think there is a misjudgment by everyone and anyone else. Like that doesn't make me any different. Like maybe there is a bigger judgment being me or walking and dressing the way that I am. But you can also walk somewhere and I can think something about you that would be totally wrong just by the way how you dress up or how you decided to do your hair. So.
Yeah, and do you maybe think that people who aren't judging you the way that you are feeling like uncomfortable or insecure about approaching you?
Yes.
Yeah. And are you you're now like secure about yourself? How did it go? Your way of not being insecure anymore?
Well, I think that being insecure never goes away, and that's something very natural to have. Like everyone should be insecure. Like, could you imagine someone that doesn't got that feeling of, oh, am I being well? Because that's the moment that you are trying to do better, and I am trying to do better. It's not that I don't care about what people have to say about me, but I decide what do I care, or from who do I care what they tell about me. Like, is this the person that I want to listen to, or isn't it? So it's more like choosing how you are gonna live your life and which way you're gonna do what you want to do.
But then still, in what situations would you feel insecure? Or are there situations where you feel insecure?
Well, yes, of course, yes. But I think it's a very logic way, and I think it's very obvious when I say that in those situations I feel insecure. Or maybe when I walk by the street and you see a group of guys. Whatever kind of guys they will always try to say something about me or look at me, and then they have a judgment about you. So it's not normal to feel that judgment of being like, ugh. And it's not the insecurity that I have at that moment. It's not that I am like, oh my God, I am not the best, I am not good. It's just like, oh, again. Like, okay, tell whatever you want to say about me and I will just continue.
You just ignore it.
Exactly, and I just walk fast by those places. But yes, of course I have still those places, and it is hard to stand up on your own. But
what is the hardest in the part of standing up for yourself?
Well, I think because I am young Kevin and I am a guy, you know, like what's the way how you will approach me not knowing that I am young Kevin and I am a guy?
Yeah.
So people don't know how to speak to me and people don't know how to react to me once they see me. And like I had that a couple of times that that I work in a store, MAC Cosmetics, and sometimes I'm helping the person and they are telling me all the time, oh yes lady, oh yes lady, oh yes she helped me and she's this. And what is the moment that you think of, should I say something about it? Because we have a clique, I can speak to you, we're friends, because of course that's the best way of speaking to people. So yes, then should I tell something about it? Should I tell her, like you have been telling me all the time, lady? So I thought, okay, let me just try it one time. Let me tell her, no, it doesn't matter. I'm not a lady, I'm a guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's the worst thing that you can do. Because in that moment,
they get confused
you are making the situation uncomfortable because they are so ashamed by trying to do something good. Like they're trying to give me the position that I am a woman. Like they are even in their brain working over there, giving me this space of, you are accepted. Meanwhile, I am telling them, I am not what you think you are.
Yeah. So, and you also share a lot about these kind of situations on your YouTube channel. For example, a couple of weeks ago, you went to your sister in Dubai.
Yes.
I was wondering, because you told about the differences in culture of being not a man or a woman. For example, the toilet situation. How do you deal with that?
I don't know. It's still very difficult for me.
Yeah?
Like going to the toilet is something that I need to think about twice because I don't know where to go, you know? Like if you just see it biologically, of course I should go to the men's toilet and I don't feel comfortable going to the men's toilet because I pee the same as men.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Like for me, I just need to go to the toilet. But then you have, of course, because I think every man, if they see me in the toilet, they will be like sometimes they even open the door and they see me and go back, oh no, this is the men's toilet. Yes, like what can I do with that? And then I am like, oh, yes,
Yeah.
this is, I am here.
Let's have a quick look at some of your videos.
Yes. How to eat skibbling without getting your lipstick away.
Oh my god, so classy.
So you share a lot on your YouTube channel,
Yes.
but are there things you aren't sharing on your channel?
Of course, of course. I share the best things on my channel. I share my life and I try to share the good things about life because like I think the most important thing is that people like maybe we are here and we want to know, but that is what people want to know. People want to know if you are normal. And by showing this to the people, I am showing them that you want to be friends with me. Like, yes, come on, hang out. And everybody in my surroundings.
Is it like your motivation to only post like positive things instead of on like also?
And the negative things. Well, I think I am also the kind of person that always see the bright side of life. So by trying to film the negative side of it, I would lie to myself. Like
Yeah.
I want to see the bright side of life because that is what I want to look back at and want to have like, this is what was my life at that time. And now I am like, lately I've been a bit more personal because
Yeah.
before that I didn't because it was hard for me to get personal because you are showing something to the world and you're so showing your insecurities. So now lately I have been showing more because I think that people should know more about
About how it is.
yes, because people don't know the toilet situation if I don't tell them.
Exactly. So that you also make them aware of for their life. If they see someone in the toilet who is dressed the same way as you are, they know what to do.
Exactly. Or why gender neutral that everybody was hating about in the train. And like even my friends were like, oh yes, but that's ridiculous and everything. And okay, yes, you can still call me a man and everything, but I can totally get why you are not pointing it out because they are making that, like they are not pointing it out for you.
Yeah.
Not for me, because I am what I am. But they're giving them an option to not say lady or sir. Like it is for you that you are making the thing better to just not say about sexuality. And that's what they don't realize. Like, do you really think they're doing it for the gender neutral person? No. It's for you to get more comfortable with the situation where you're in.
Yeah.
So, who also has a YouTube channel is someone else, and that is our singer-songwriter Lunar, and she shares her music on YouTube. Lunar, thank you for coming and having you here. Can you tell us shortly what your music is about?
Well, my music is about, you know, life. It's about, yeah, it sounds cliche, but it is because I'm alive, you know. So, you know, yeah, just what I experience in life and yeah, what reached me. Zeg ik dat? Wat?
Yeah, what reached me.
Yes.
And what is your song about? What you're going to perform?
My song is called it's called Autopilot, and it's actually an observation of how the people live in this society. Yeah, sometimes it feels like we're just on autopilot, you know.
Okay, here's Lunar with Autopilot.
Ups and downs, yin and yang. to make a change, lose the mind of control, yeah. Autopilot, is that who you are? What do I on your couch watching war? Buying clothes and so much stuff to feel better, to forget the pain. And on the other side of the game, children work instead of play. Now, where is the love, joy, or living soul? I want to make a change, lose the mind of control. Where is the love, joy, or living soul? I want to make a change, lose the mind of control.
Thank you so much, Lunar, and we will hear more from you after the break.
Approximately 1 out of 3 people in the Netherlands suffer from depression or anxiety at some time in their lives. A large part are students. About 49% of the students are struggling with these complaints.
After the break, we dive deeper into this topic. Lois will join us to tell about her depression and her sexual abuse. We'll uncover more stories, and of course, after break, we have Lunar with another clip. See you after the break.
Within our Albert Heijn, we offer a variety of healthy food. Let's take a look. With the amount of products we have, you can be certain that you'll find exactly what you need. Luckily, for students from the NHTV, it's only a 400-meter walk to the Albert Heijn. We hope to see you soon at Albert Heijn Brabantplein.
Welcome back at My Soul, the second episode of Uncover. Jan Kevin has just joined us and talked with us about false judgments on appearance, and Lois just came to talk with us about her depression and sexual abuse.
A lot of students suffer from mental health issues, maybe more than you think. But how? What are the symptoms of depression?
Symptoms of depression include social withdrawalness, thoughts of suicide, feelings of worthlessness, changes in eating habits, inability to sleep, unexplained irritability, anger, fear and anxiety, and last but not least, loss of hope and recurrent pessimism.
Here in the studio we have Lois, and she's 21 years old. She has been and is still struggling with depression due to several traumas. Lois, thank you so much for being here, first of all. We've already seen you are very brave because you wanted to share your story, and you also did it in, for example, the Algemeen Dagblad. I was wondering, where do you get the strength from?
Other people give me strength to tell my story. I get a lot of positive reactions out of it, and yeah, that's basically what gave me strength to do it.
Yeah, I can imagine it's hard for discover that you had a depression.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit how it started?
It started when I was 13 or 14 years old. I moved to a small town, and I thought everyone was very close-minded, and I really didn't feel accepted by everyone. Just by the way I dressed, or that my eyes were chinky, or just the little stuff, I didn't feel accepted. That passed when I moved out of the town. It all started to get better with me, and then around when I was 19 years old, the depression came back because I had a trauma. Yeah, that's basically it.
And how did you notice that you were suffering from a depression?
I got kicked out of school because I either never showed up, or if I showed up, instead of going to school with a bag full of school books, I showed up with beer or wine. And then when I got kicked out of school, I never got out of bed. I stayed in bed and thought about killing myself. And that's the moment you know that's not the way it works.
So, as you said, you got the strength from family or friends to help you talk about it. Did they notice it about you, or you came to them to tell there's something wrong?
No, they knew. My family thought I was in a late puberty. But then when I told them about the sexual abuse, about my trauma, they knew, and they pushed me to get professional help. But I think if you lay in bed all day, don't go to school, don't go to work, that's the moment you should know it's not going well with a person.
How did you came to the point that you wanted to tell your parents about the sexual abuse?
I had a boyfriend at the time, and he pushed me to tell them and to seek professional help. I think if it wasn't for him, I never got any help or wasn't even alive, I guess. Yeah.
And you still are dealing with your depression?
Yeah.
How are you dealing with it right now?
Barely. I just got professional help again. I had an intake on Monday, and I go to school every day. I try to push myself to stay busy, stay focused, and just to get my mind off the situation. That helps me a lot.
Are there certain events or comments that trigger your depression more?
When I'm not busy, so if I get a weekend off, I automatically stay in bed all day, and then I overthink a lot, and it automatically goes downhill. So I have to push myself again to stay busy and focused.
Yeah, and an important part, what you said, is talking about it, because otherwise you stay within yourself. With us we have psychologist Pim Jansen. Pim, thank you so much for being here.
Welcome.
Why do you think students nowadays are earlier suffering from depression?
It's a good question. Of course, the challenge in answering that question is that the world nowadays is changing so fast. So if we look 100 years ago, everything was practically different. Like our society was different, the way we interacted with other people was different, we didn't have phones, we didn't have television, we didn't have computers. So there's so much things that change that we cannot really say, okay, this is the reason why maybe more people have a depression than 100 years ago. Actually, we cannot even be sure that there are less people that have a depression, because 100 years ago, a depression had much more taboo around it. So maybe as many people, or maybe even more people had it, but they just couldn't have the possibility of speaking about it.
Yeah.
So that's...
And as Lotus mentioned, like, it's being scary to tell people that you have a depression, and as we saw in The Power of Perception, what do you feel about people are being judged about their depression?
I think judgment comes mostly from not knowing. So we hear the word depression and we don't really know what it means, because you can never look into someone else's mind and see what's going on there. You don't know how they feel. You can only make an estimate. And if you relate to depression as how you feel yourself if you don't feel good, or if you feel like you're in bed all day. Maybe you feel a bit lazy that day, so you make a judgment about it based on your own situation. But usually that's not what works in dealing with people. Usually you want to look to the other person and see, okay, how are they feeling? And just try to listen to what's going on in the other person's
Yeah, that's
reality.
why it's so important that you're both talking about it. Thank you so much for your insights.
You're welcome.
So a judgment is made within 0.01 second. How can people say something about someone if they haven't met there in their life, or judge something they haven't experienced yet?
Let's have a look about the judgments people make online.
Depression is a choice. Sure. I mean, I love to stay in bed all day, but cry not so much.
Sorry, I was led to believe that trans people were so skilled in combat that I should fear being alone in bathrooms with them. Wait, what?
You don't look depressed though. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to bring my literal dark cloud with me today. Yeah. I wish I had 2 broken legs instead of a depression, so people could see it, but yeah.
A guy who thinks he's a girl is still a guy with a mental health condition.
Don't mind lesbians and gays, but when they kiss in public and touch each other sexually, I want to stab them. Are we not gonna talk about straight guys grinding up onto their girlfriends in public?
Depression is not a disease, it's laziness. Get off your ass and quit whining like a little bitch. I mean...
Bisexuals are the most selfish people in the world. I mean, maybe because we know what we want better, so maybe you should be better in bed. You don't have that problem then.
If I had a son and found out he was gay, I would make him fuck prostitute until he likes pussy. My mom did that to me, it was fun.
So Jan Kevin, welcome back again. You and Lois, of course. You both have social media accounts, but why do you put yourself on social media if there are judgments on there?
I think that's the reason. That's exactly the reason why I do it. So I want to give people a pure perception of what it really is instead of all the ideas they have about it. So I want to show them what it really means to me or to someone they're close to.
And do you guys get negative comments on your YouTube channel or Facebook and stuff? And how you're dealing with that?
I do. Mostly about sexual abuse. People always comment on their YouTube videos like, it's not sexual abuse, she wanted to do it, she put herself in that position, and it hurts me, it triggers me, but that's exactly the reason why I put my story out there, to change their perception.
Exactly, because you're also doing it for yourself, I think. Like, we're living in a generation where social media is a thing, so by escaping from it, you wouldn't be living this generation. So I think you're also trying to do the normal thing. And then it's very nice for you how you do it, like trying to show people what they are, giving something about it. Yeah. I get also negative comments, but
are you being influenced by them?
No, I just delete them. Like, I also don't know what to do with it. I just see them and I think, well, okay, delete. Yeah, I can't do nothing about it. Like, it depends on the negative comment that you are, like, do you want to speak with me about it? Like, do you? Like, are you telling me something?
Or only judging?
Or are you just judging?
Yeah.
So if you want to have that conversation with me, well, okay, I'm on fire, let's go. But it depends, yes. I'm on social media because this is the generation that we are in. Yeah. And I like to make pictures. So that's also why.
And of course, Lois, you said it does hurt you sometime. What hurts the most?
People being ignorant and not believing the story I'm telling them, because it affected my life completely. And for them to judge me or tell me it wasn't rape, it just hurts me.
But it's so easy to comment on someone being behind the screen. Like, would you really say something to someone in real life?
And do you think maybe it's also that they're insecure about themselves either? Like, they have maybe also feelings that are similar to you and just don't know what to do with it?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. But I think that they don't know.
Okay.
Just they don't know. They just think that life is easy. But there will happen one thing in their life that's gonna make it hard.
Yeah.
And how they are going out of it is a complete other thing. It's just, I think, the easy way of judging someone. Like, if I see your video, you are not being nice if you are telling something like that. Like, you are telling me, showing me a story, and I'm trying to ignore the fact that you're feeling the way how you feel. Well, it's just you that I'm judging now. Yeah.
So you do judge yourself as well?
Do I judge myself?
If you do that, yeah, to other people?
If I judge people or if I judge myself?
No, you judge other people.
Well, yes, of course, but it depends on the way how you judge them. Like, it depends. Like, everybody judge someone, but it depends on the way how you treat them after you did it. Like, do you still give them an opportunity? Like, you can do something bad at that moment, and I can think whatever I want to think about it, but am I gonna be there after you did what you did?
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, I think you got positive comments in that. Do those comments motivate you?
Yeah, they do to me.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's the biggest reason why I keep going with what I do. Yeah. I don't know.
And what do you do with the positive comments?
Yeah, I love them, of course. I do. Like, I do love the positive comments that they always come there with me. But I am also making the videos for them, like for people to watch and to have this positive. So yes, it gives me the energy to go further with it, because yes, I'm giving you this and oh, you're liking it. Okay, well, okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
So yes. But what is real and what is not real, that's more my mindset than, that's me.
Someone else who also gets positive comments on their YouTube channel is Lunar. And let's give Lunar some positive energy as well, because she will perform her second song called Cool Down.
So much words, so much thoughts. I would say, cool down a little bit. Watch the birds. Take off your shoes. Cool down now. See the water, feel the sun on your skin. The trees are alive, same as I and you. Cool down now. Cool down. So much needs and
uncover my soul. We would like to thank Jan Kevin, Lois, Pim, and of course Lunar for sharing their stories.
And you for watching. We wish you a great afternoon and hopefully see you next time.